Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Path, aka Wrestlingers, and welcome back to another video. So last year I made a video titled Reacting to 2000s Wrestling Forums, where we basically went back and just looked at what the IWC used to be like back in the day. And it was such a fun video, going back and seeing someone predict the WWE Network, going back and seeing them try to predict the WrestleMania 30 main event, and even finding people who hated on The Rock in the year 2000. And what we learned was it doesn't matter if it's 2002, it doesn't matter if it's 2022, most of the time wrestling fans on the internet are idiots. Anyway, it's been over a year since we done that, and I thought now was the perfect time to have a part 2 to that video. It's finally time to go back and find some more crazy IWC posts from back in the day. And this time it isn't just the 2000s now, we even found some posts back from the 90s. And yo, you're not gonna believe what kind of stuff I found. Let's get straight into it. First up, let's go back to the year 1998, the year that the WWE really blew up and became the biggest company in wrestling once again, the year the Attitude Era exploded and Austin became one of the biggest stars in wrestling history. And I present to you from January 8th, 1998, someone please give the stunner to Austin. A user named Jay Jaffe posted, quote, "His act is getting old. It would be cool if he came into the ring to give someone the stunner and they block his kick and just give it to him. Yes." What? At first I'm like, alright cool, that's just one guy, but then someone else comes in who actually agrees, Mr. Robert Brian Volman. Quote, "I would pay good money to see Owen break his lousy, stinking, worthless neck." First of all, that already happened. Second, bro, did Austin like stun your mom or something? Guys, take it in. It's January of 1998. WrestleMania 14 hasn't even happened yet. He hasn't won the world title yet. He hasn't drove the Zamboni, the beer truck, and you already have two people complaining that his act was old? So a homie comes in and writes an essay defending Austin and he just goes off, but then Rob comes back with the most typical IWC reply ever. "I suppose you still mark out whenever Hogan does a leg drop of doom. Face it, things getting old." Where's the correlation? Yo, this doesn't make any sense. Hogan has been tweaking for 15 years at this point. Austin for like 6 months, but you know what, whatever, he's right? Like, it was definitely getting old. He hasn't even done anything yet, but yup, nope, his gimmick was already old. But that was 1998, right? Fast forward to March of 2000. By this point, Austin has just helped the WWF become bigger than ever and is now chilling trying to heal his neck. Meanwhile, there's these kids posting on the internet, and I shit you not, the title of this post was 6 Reasons Why Austin Sucks. Life is just a simulation. Apparently, the #1 reason why Austin sucks is Austin can't wrestle. Try and write out a list of moves you see him do and all you can possibly get is about 10, and that's if you put down the slug to the head as one of them. This is a typical Austin match. Austin starts pounding away at his opponent. Austin now is kicking his opponent. Austin goes back to punching, more punching. Okay, now he's kicking again. Kick to the stomach, whip to the ropes, Luther's press. Now he's punching again. Austin now getting his ass beat, still getting beat, yet still getting his ass beat. Austin pulled to his feet, kick to the stomach, stunner, pin, 1, 2, 3. Wow, what a great wrestler. First of all, sounds like a 5-star match to me. Second, nah, this can't be real. This literally can't be real, because all this shows me is that the John Cena can't wrestle epidemic of the 2000s was just a Command C, Command V of Austin in 2000? Nah, life is definitely a simulation. The fact that you had the biggest or the second biggest star in wrestling history in his prime getting banged in with "you can't wrestle" allegations just shows that this is a simulation. Never change IWC, never change. The man was the biggest star in wrestling despite his messed up neck, which is why he was so limited in the ring. But yet these idiots were still crying he doesn't have enough moves. Fam, who cares? And then #3 on the list was his speech. Okay, this guy supposedly has great mic skills, right? How come you can't understand a thing he says? I never ever in my wildest dreams imagined I would see Austin mic skill slander, yet alone in the year 2000. This just shows that nobody is immune to the slander of the IWC. I love The Rock, honestly I love The Rock more than Austin, but I can see how he can be annoying at times, so I understood last year when they were roasting The Rock, but Austin? In 98 and 2000? Why are you even watching wrestling at that point? Anyway, on to the next. So this right here is the Force.net, which is a Star Wars forum from back in the day. And back in the day, it wouldn't be uncommon for forums about like Star Wars or cars or about movies to have an off-topic thread about wrestling in there, where people united by whatever topic could also talk about their mutual love for something like wrestling. And this thread right here is a legendary thread from the Force.net that ran from the beginning of the invasion in 2001 all the way to 2017. And of course, it is filled with some fun takes, but I love this one from 2001, and this was when people thought we were still gonna get a WCW/ECW separate brand back in 01, and a poster said this prior to SummerSlam 2001. I think it's pretty obvious that RVD will be one of the main faces once ECWCW gets its own show, along with probably Sting and Flair. And then someone replies, I don't think that either Sting or Flair will be coming over to the new WCW. Sting has that guaranteed AOL Time Warner contract, meaning that he's not working but they still have to pay him. Flair is a legend but couldn't keep up with the young stars of today. Better to retire or work somewhere else in the company. Ric Flair? Retire? In this economy?
My partner.
Sting is retiring, he's done with wrestling, there is a less than 5% chance of him coming back. Meanwhile, in 2022, imagine telling any of these people that in 2022, you're gonna get this. Nah, the internet is just filled with Flair should retire, Flair is retiring, Flair is never wrestling again. That itself should be its own video. But okay, fast forward to 2005, and these ones are always fun in my opinion. The title was Wrestlers Who Will Never Appear in the WWE Again. So the poster lists Bret Hart, Scott Hall, Goldberg, Kevin Nash, DDP, and Brock Lesnar as people he sees never coming back, and then someone replies, oh, I got another one. The Ultimate Idiot, Warrior. And it's funny because in 05, all of these more or less look like locks, especially Lesnar, Bret, and Goldberg after their horrible exits. You never thought that Lesnar, Bret, and Goldberg would come back, especially not to wrestle, but as another poster said in this thread, 1 year ago, Rowdy Piper would have been on my list, and look what happened in that time. And that's the lesson. Yo, they always come back. One way or another, the WWE always finds a way to get you back. It doesn't matter who you are, they always find a way. Honestly, aside from Jeff Jarrett and the Ultimate Warrior, I could see any number of people winding up on WWE television once again, even Bruno if the price was right. Vince got all three of those guys. But okay, staying in 05, ladies and gentlemen, it's the John Cena appreciation post from May 19th, 2005. At this point, John Cena had just been champion for over a month at this point, just starting his reign and doing his thing. And here you see Ray J, after taking a break from recording a special something with Kim Kardashian, post, I can't be the only one that likes him. Bro, what? It's May. It's literally May. The guy hasn't even defended the championship yet, and apparently you already have to be a closet John Cena fan. As soon as he loses a goofy title, the fireman's carry finisher, the silly antics, the appreciation towards the fans, and finally turn heel again, I'll like him. Cool. Oh, I'll be a fan of John Cena when pigs fly, or in other words, when he can wrestle a 2-star match. Ha 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 ha. Hell, I'd be happy with a 1-star match. This sport is crazy sometimes. Why can't we all agree Cena sucks? Guys, it is May of 05. It's been literally a month of his reign. Nah. All this shows me is John Cena never had a chance with the internet marks. I knew that by August they turned on him, but fam, it is May of 2005. He hasn't even done anything yet. Cena never had a chance, man. That is crazy. Okay, so back in 1998, the last time we did this, like I said, we got some crazy fun predictions and a lot of stupid ones and whatnot, but check this one out from 1998. The title of the thread was, Justin Hawk Bradshaw is a future superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, Bradshaw in 1998 looked like this. He was like the most whatever wrestler that ever existed, and I'm sure most people thought that this Bradshaw was a future endeavor, not a superstar. But nah, apparently not the people in this thread. From February 12th, 1998, When Justin Bradshaw first appeared in the WWF a few years ago, I just knew he'd be destined for greatness. Looks like he's getting a push right now. Mark my words, this guy is going to be a major player in the next few years. Major player slash superstar, yeah, kind of. Maybe for a year or two, whatever, right? That one's fine. But take a look at this post right here. Bradshaw needs the NWA North American title. That would give him some legitimacy in the eyes of the fans, and it would give the NWA a face to get some exposure with. I don't care for the look he has now, but he's working hard and the crowd is into him. He will wear the WWF World title by 2005. Yo, this guy was right on the money. By 2005, as you know, in 04, JBL became the champion and he ended up walking into WrestleMania in 2005 as WWE champion. Nah, that is a crazy prediction and I gotta give respect, I gotta give props. That is right on the money, and the fact that he got it so precisely like that, pretty insane, pretty insane. But alright, let's move to December 16, 1999. The WWF will suck in the year 2000. Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, probably.
You fucking mark!
So this guy just listed a bunch of things and why the WWF in 2000 might suck, and a lot of the things were decent concerns. I get it. Did it work out? No, not really. 2000 was probably the best year in history, but the funniest ones to me were actually this. Test, horrible mic skills, means he won't get over again. Edge, see test. Jeff and Matt Hardy, see Edge and test. But then there's this one banger. Chris Jericho will never be more than a top mid-carder. He just isn't capable of connecting with the audience on a higher level.
Would you please shut the hell up?
Here's a post from December of 2009, and this one's really funny because it's about the predictions of the WWE in 2010, and it's so crazy to see what people thought was actually gonna happen in something that I vividly remember. So a lot of people are actually saying, yeah, Cena's gonna turn heel in 2010. And it's not just one person or two or three, literally the whole thread. Everyone thinks that in 2010 John Cena is gonna turn heel. A lot of people did get a lot of things right, such as Edge is gonna return at the Rumble and he's gonna win it and he's gonna go on to feud with Jericho. That one was pretty obvious. I think everyone assumed that was gonna happen. Also, it was surprising to see that a lot of people were actually fans of The Miz and were like, yeah, The Miz is gonna main event a pay-per-view, The Miz might be champion, The Miz this, The Miz that. But I still don't think any of them would have ever believed that, hey, not 2010, but in 2011, The Miz is gonna main event WrestleMania. Alright, so this one is from August 25th, 2006, and it's titled, oh my god, Kurt Angle in TNA? What % chances do you give of Kurt coming to TNA? I would love to see Angle Styles. And when I saw that title, I thought everyone was gonna be like, yeah, probably, maybe, you never know. No, the reaction was pretty wild. 5% that he will. No, he's going to rest and either retire or come back like Jericho, and if he returned, it will be most likely to the E. As much as I would like to see it, it ain't gonna happen. No, never, nit, zada, zich. If it does, which is a 0.00 infinity 1% chance, he needs to wrestle Daniels in a 5-star classic. 0, unless he is so desperate to be wrestling, then yes, but I hope he will take a good year to rest his body and see what to do from there. I want to see Joe versus Angle, but that won't happen. I think Kurt has a better chance of magically healing up tomorrow than signing on with TNA or any other non-WWE promotion. Honestly, that's pretty shocking. I didn't think it would be such an adamant thing. I didn't think it was such an unlikely, oh my god type thing. But no, no one thought it was even possible. And the poor guy was like, yo man, I really want to see Joe versus Angle. Hey, at least he got it. It's crazy how it worked out. This was almost like the Cody thing this year where everyone's like, nah, no way, 0% chance. Why would Cody ever do that? This was almost like the same thing. Okay, so to close up, instead of talking about hot takes or predictions or people saying something is never gonna happen and then it does like a month later, I wanted to show you guys a really cool piece of history which might possibly be the first ever wrestling forum post in the history of the internet. Okay, probably not, but like the oldest surviving post that I could personally find. This is a post from 1990, yes, 1990, and it's such a nice post and it's titled Pro Wrestling 20 Years Ago. And it's just a post from January of 1990 of people reminiscing of wrestling from the 60s and their childhoods. I followed pro wrestling on and off for over 25 years. I have many fond memories of the 1960s and I thought I'd share it with you. And he just talks about the old times and legends, like how we talk about 2005 and 06 and 07 now. These people were talking about 1965. Ah, memory lane, what fun. In the 1960s, I followed Championship Wrestling from Florida and in fact did some television camera work for them for a while in 66 and 67. It's nothing crazy, but it was just so wholesome to see, like the early stages of the internet wrestling community, just people reminiscing about 1960s wrestling. That is something that I never thought I would see. I never even knew that in 1990 there were forums and stuff like that, but it's so cool to see. And I wonder if any of these people still watch wrestling. How long did they watch after this? Did they make it to the Attitude Era? Did they make it to 05, 06? Do any of them still watch it now? Hopefully they're still alive. But nah, it was just really cool to see. But that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and trust me, you guys are not gonna have to wait another year for part 3 of the series. What I've decided to do is actually make this a monthly series, so now for every month until I retire YouTube, which won't be for a long time, I'm gonna be making a monthly series of me reacting to old IWC posts. And to make it more fun, feel free to leave comments down below suggesting things for me to check out, like, hey, can you check out the post WrestleMania 17 forums, can you check out when this happened, when that happened, and I'll try to get to as many as I can. I know these videos won't get a lot of views, but personally to me, they're really fun to make, but second, they're so fascinating to me that I would be doing this even if I wasn't making a video, so why not make a video? Let me know if you enjoyed this series down below. Part 3 will be out soon in no time. Like I said, you won't have to wait a year. But until then, I'll see you guys soon with more videos coming soon. It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Ifs. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the smaller videos like this one. I'll see you guys later, okay? Peace. Take it easy. Later.